Welcome guys to the live stream tonight. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week, and technically my Thursday because I'm taking Friday off. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We are playing World of Solitude. We're going to be laying a bunch of green glass today in that ravine that we got dug out here earlier or in yesterday's stream. As well as I did, before the stream started, I was able to get the next set of ravine all laid out. So we're going to be doing a bunch of digging and a bunch of black concrete laying until we run out of black concrete. And then we're going to be like, what are we going to do? Because I had no more ink sacks. So that's a thing. That's a real issue. And we're going to need a lot of black concrete coming up because the next area is absolutely huge. That we are going to be digging out of everything and lining all the walls with, because the next ravine is it's going to be by far the biggest area in the whole wasteland that we're going to be turning into some swampland. So let's just head over to the game window. Let's get some shout outs out there. We got It's Noah Plays, welcome to the stream. We got Sam, welcome to the stream, and Lockdot, welcome to the stream as well. We're starting off, though, I do have one complete inventory load of podzol. So we're going to be diving into some podzol placements out here before we really get carried away into what we're doing. I'm going to show you what I did kind of off stream here this evening while I was upstairs watching some TV with the wife and we just finished dinner and stuff. So we're going to go check that out here first. So you get a kind of an idea what's going to be happening over the next few streams as we start pushing through to increase the completed area for the terraforming, the change of environment to this wasteland that we're working on. So first things first is I got all of this area here now all smoothed out, all the little pots and everything, and jagged pieces all taken care of, so it's the right terrain that I'm looking for right now for this. So every little bit of this is all prepped, ready to go to get some podzol on it. And then I made this area here and marked out the next section that needs to be completely dug out. And yeah, this is a big one. This is going to be a big haul. This is going to be a little bit of a higher pool here that, of course, flows down again. And then it just extends all the way over to where it steps down here and flows into the lower area that's right here. So, ow, that kind of hurt a bit, dropping that far. Didn't want to do that. So that's what's planned for the next few days is getting this all prepped up and working the way we want it to work. So, yay, fun, grind, and lots of works. By the way, I failed the 12-hour stream till morning. My voice went out. I wasn't feeling too good, and I was running 106-degree fever. I went to sleep, woke up an hour later, completely better. Well, that was your body telling you you're exhausted and you can't keep going on a 12-hour stream. So your body was putting you in its place. That's what was happening there. I'm hoping your scan went fine today. Hopefully that all worked out for you. I mean, you're here, so that's a good thing. So I got to remember I'm going to have to kind of leave a spot here where I can climb in and out of this easily enough. So we're going to be leaving one spot that's a step. That one right there will work for this. And I'm going to try not to fall off of things. So we're going to call this basically like a little spring that's here that's like bubbling out this ooze up to the surface type thing. Because this area here, I've got it stepped up at like 2 glass height's higher than the rest of it, so... It's not going to take us long to chew through all of this that's in our inventory here right now, so we'll be able to get a good footprint out here, kind of give us a little bit more of an overall picture of what this is all going to look like. Yeah, it went fine yesterday. Don't have any results yet. No news is good news. If there was a major problem, they would have been in touch with you right away. So let's go with that as a plan. Alrighty, here we go. Get this little peninsula out here all done. So how was your guys' Wednesday? Did you guys have a good day? Did anything new and exciting happen? It was just, for me, it was like an unbelievably crazy busy day at work today. This exchange project that I've got rolling out right now, it is just, it's a lot for one guy to do. Trying to get everybody's workstations all upgraded to the right Office 365 license. Dealing with rural high-speed internet connections that, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could manually carry each packet faster than the internet delivers it. Sam says, "Oh man, I'm exhausted. Wild work day." You know what? I hear you. It was a tiresome. Mine was just more mental fatigue than anything. Oh, it keeps me on my toes though. The day went by. Literally, there was not enough time in the day to do what I wanted to do. Now, didn't I leave a little spot here where I could jump up? Oh, that's way over here. That's too far away. I don't want that one. We're going to go find a different one over here. The internet at my house here is 300 megs down and like 60 megs up. My head office is 1000 meg up and down. But some of my satellite locations that I've got to connect to, they're using satellite, which their speed is okay. It's like 10 megabytes, but the latency is nearly a second. It's like 700 milliseconds in latency. So every time you click, you got to kind of wait a seventh of a second for that click to actually get to where it needs to be. Once the data starts flowing, then it's fine. So like if you're transferring information, once the transfer starts, it goes. But it's that each initialization of the next transaction you want to do, it takes like a seventh of a second, and it's unbelievably slow. So if you're typing something, you're like click, 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 so that you can actually see it refresh and show up where it's supposed to be. So, what do we got here? Mike, welcome to the stream, Terrace. I just noticed my dog's belly is darker than it was a month ago before it went to Canada. I don't know what's going on. Do you know? Skin color changes on them. That's... Pets get suntans like that. That's, I wouldn't worry about it too much. If they're digging at it and complaining about pain, then I would worry about it. But other than that, that's normal. Their skin colors will change. So, what do we got here? If any have not yet, don't forget to like and subscribe. Lockdot, you're amazing. Yes, like, subscribe. Ring the notification bell, share it on your social medias, tell the world we're here. Okay, I need to really be careful of where I'm planting these things. I don't want to inadvertently wreck my podzol because it's a lot of work to get it. And Sweeney worked really hard on this podzol collection I've got right now, so... Google is man's best friend? Absolutely. Locked out, but this has never happened before. Well, I mean, if you're really concerned with it, go take him to the vet. So, that's my only thing is if you're concerned. I'm not a vet, so I mean I can't tell you what's going on. But if you're really concerned and if your dog's complaining of pain, then talk to a professional. And don't Google it, because Dr. Google sucks. It doesn't. It's going to give you the worst case scenario for everything, so. Podsel, turning this into a wasteland. We're going to have to start breaking out the bushes and putting the dead bushes out here too. Start making this place look like a death trap to live in. Now it is just looks. There isn't anything I can do to the atmosphere to make it toxic. I wish there was. I wish there was like a poison effect that you could put over the entire area. I think that would be crazy, crazy. Like if you could get like the spider venom effect that ended up happening on it. You could probably do it with like command blocks or something like that, but I don't think our servers configured to be able to do something like that. But wouldn't that be amazing? Then you'd have to use the future transport system to get in and out of the biodome. Spirit Halloween Hunter, welcome to the stream. Terris, do you know the channel Ibex Toy Cat? No, I do not. I think it's going to be one of those streams where I have a hard time like focusing. The Wednesday streams are like it's one of the ones that just totally, the week is catching up to you already at that point. I'm going to blame staying up too late watching videos after I'm done streaming. I lay in bed with my phone. I need to get in the habit of like leaving my phone out of the room or something. I think that's what my solution should be. Spirit, you're heading out. All right, later. You came, you saw, you conquered, and you're leaving. Don't forget to hit the like button though. Oh, the podsel we're laying out now to get this area all looking spiffy. Well, less than spiffy. Ugly, but beautiful. I don't know how to put it. It's going to look amazing, but it's going to look terrible. Lockout says Bedrock is buggy. He plays Bedrock Edition. He's covered his entire dimension in glass. The other day, 12 Ender Dragons spawned for no reason and destroyed it all. So, stuff like that doesn't happen for no reason. Ender Dragons aren't going to spawn in the overworld for no reason. That's not a bug. That's somebody trolling them. You're not just going to get random dragons spawning in the middle of nowhere. Especially in a biome they don't exist in. Oh, in the end. Okay, I could maybe see that in the end. So it's not in the overworld, it was in the end. Do I continue with filling in this layer, or do I... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go back over here and then fill in the next bit and see how much of this area we can get completely filled in here. I thinking that's what we're gonna do. No. Notice trolling him. It's a 7-year-old world. He was doing work in the end while streaming, and roughly 12 Ender Dragons spawn. Has Bedrock been around for 7 years? Trying to think now. I guess it has, because the it would have come out when Windows 10 came out. Mind you, it was really janky when it first came out, but it was basically a glorified Pocket Edition. That's honestly what it reminded me of as Pocket Edition when Bedrock first came out. No! Stop placing blocks in the wrong way here. It was originally in Xbox 360 or something. He got it converted over to Bedrock. Well, I would say something could have got janky with the... If that world is that old and it's been... keeps getting upgraded... could be corrupt world, not a bug with the actual game. Because sometimes you just can't carry on an old world into newer versions. It don't always work out in your favor if you do that. No! This is actually going pretty quick, slapping all this podzol down. Like, we've almost used up that full inventory. Like, I had a full inventory. Other than a bed and 2 stacks, so... Well, and my tools, but... We were one shy of a full shulker box worth of podzol that we've laid out here so far, so... In this one sitting... Racing fan, welcome to the stream. Either way, I forgot to do a backup, but he only has to replace about 5,000 blocks of glass. Yes, that's a lot, but not compared to covering every single block possible with glass, including the bottom. I've got no sympathy for people that don't do backups. If you've got no backups, too bad for you. Back it up twice. Racing fans, tired? What are you tired for? What's got you wore out? Other than the fact it's Wednesday. See, that's my excuses. We're just chalking it up to a case of the Wednesdays. that's it. We're out of podzol on this haul, but now look at this. Like, it's already how much that made. So, oh, you got a test tomorrow. So you've been studying. I see. What a difference that makes when that's all covered up like that. Let's just hop up here. Look back and have a look at it. So we got another spot there that we have to turn into a green pool. And there's another one up there that we've got to do into a green pool. So, oh, it's not a school test. Oh, like a health test thing tomorrow. A diagnostic test. You know what? I'm going to go grab another inventory's worth of podzol here. And we're going to do this little chunk that's right here. I think it needs to get done as well. And it'll make it really start to feel like stuff is happening over here. You think about how much work it's been so far, and it really didn't look like we had got much done when we did the flyover. Yet it's been a ton of work so far. So the more podzol I get on the ground, the better, the more that it's actually going to look like it's a completed scenario here. You get the old key is just a clicking away when doing this. A little harder to do it on the hillside here, to fly through it as fast as we were doing. Way more key clicky though, because of the amount of blocks that we've got to jump and move and run at. And clickety click, 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 click. Terris, he has a lot of backups. He just hadn't made one recently, maybe a week or so. He was going to make one after he finished something. Wasn't expecting 12 Ender Dragons. Oh, well, it gives him a make work project, I guess. Sleep! Sleep! So I've made a discovery. For a view to count on your actual channel, the viewer needs to stick around on for like live streams, for the live stream views to actually count. I think they need to stick around. I think it's like a timing of like 10 or 15 minutes they need to be on the stream for it to actually count as a view. They were discussing the kind of different, like how the algorithms work for view counts and stuff with, you know, various things like YouTube and Netflix and Twitch and whatnot. And they do have like a minimum time on channel for it to actually count as a view, which I thought was rather interesting, which is why those silent raids, they haven't been counting as a view, because they stick around for like 2-3 minutes and then they disappear again. So they don't even register as a view when they pop in. Oh, so much podzol. 10, 15 minutes? Yeah, it's something like that. 10 to 15 minutes they have to be on there watching in a live stream scenario for it to count as a view. If they just pop in and pop out, they're not. If they're only here for, it might even be 5 minutes, but it's certainly longer than a 2 or 3 minute stop. It doesn't end up counting as a view. And that's to stop, like, you know, basically people coming and leaving and coming and leaving and coming and leaving and cranking their view counts up that way. What a difference this is going to make to look over here once this is all completely all podsoled up here. Going to make a huge difference in the overall appearance over here. Did you end up seeing the picture of the 3.5 or technically 4-wheel car? Yes, I did see that picture. And there's 4 wheels on it. You can't call it 3.5 when there's physically 4 wheels. Yeah, 2 of them are pretty tiny. But it's not like... I mean, I've seen 3-wheeled vehicles. Those, what are they? Like a... They're not. It's not a Viper. I'm trying to think of what the name of them is. Maybe a Scorpion, something like that. Where it's 2 front drive and then a rear, 1 single rear tire. All right, then I can call my car a 1-wheel car. Why did somebody like steal all the rest of your wheels? Nuke. More podsel, please. Give me all the podsel. 1 wheel question mark? The steering wheel is 1 wheel. Yeah, so then if somebody stole all your tires and left you with just the steering wheel. Filling in the holes. We're getting the perfect surface out here. I'm glad I went with the podsel because I think the podsel is just a much better view for this. I think ultimately this is going to be a way better Wasteland knowing that it's done like this rather than with Cheeto sand and lava. I think this is definitely more of a Wasteland than just like some crazy hot hell-like environment. So what do I think of Walmart's brand model laptop? We don't see them in Canada, so I can't give you any information like that. They're not available in Canada, so I've never seen one, and I can't give you any information on them, but if it's like anything else Walmart sells, might not be kind of top shelf quality. I'd expect it to probably break after, less than a year. However, you're probably paying a not top tier price on it too, so I don't have a block to fill that with. What can I do? I could go like this. Boop. We'll do this and this. Hey, look, it's like it was meant to be. Walmart will likely sell it for $500. It's hard to say. Depends on what's in it. I kind of wouldn't trust it. Or if you did, make sure you got backups of everything. Make sure you buy a Walmart flash drive to back everything up on. I'm going to guess with the way I'm talking right now, my chances of ever getting a Walmart sponsorship, probably not going to happen. What do I think of the Lenovo ThinkPad? That's what I get for all of my... Actually, just picked up another one for work today. Like all of our corporate stuff is all Lenovo. Got a really good deal on a ThinkPad with a Ryzen 5 processor in it. SSD, 8 gigs of RAM. Windows 10 Pro 15.6. It's like, I don't know, $850, which in Canada is actually a really good deal for that tier of a business grade laptop. The Idea pads that Lenovo has, they're definitely like they're a consumer level computer. They're not built as well as the ThinkPads are. But the ThinkPads themselves are good quality computers. Last a good long time. In some pretty crappy environments too. Look at us go, getting this all filled in. Yo Salamander, welcome to the stream. You're at the hospital. I'm hoping everything's okay with you and or your family. Hospitals are never a fun place to go and chill and hang out. Unless you're maybe there if you're volunteering. Iron, we can't leave iron here, not out in the open like this. We're gonna have to go get some blocks to fill this in. Ooh, there's a lot of iron here. I gotta get some stuff to fill that in with. Yeah, hospitals suck to hang out in, I'll tell you that much. I probably didn't need to carry that much. I just loaded my inventory full of stone to come out here. But there is some spots here where I need to change out some of the blocks. Like, I don't want... certainly don't want iron sitting there. We need to switch this out for stone. And got to get rid of this granite too. Any of the visible stonework that's out here needs to be stone. I don't want it to be granite. I don't want it to be andesite. I don't want it to be diorite. I want it all to have a consistent look. We can use these other stones for fillers for sure. Like, I don't have a problem with that at all. And same with this here, this dirt. That can't be here. That has to be stone. And it is nighttime again. I swear it's always nighttime. All right, we got to fill this in. So they're going, why is there a big hole in here? Well, I just dug that hole in there. That's why it's there. One little spot there, and now all of this side is now completely filled in. We'll take the rest over there. Well, I'm fine physically. I'm also good mentally. However, my mother needed help mentally. Hey, mental health is just as important as physical health. Got to take care of the brain. My dad got a Lenovo Enhanced Experience T4300 Intel Core i5 Pro Windows 10 220 gig SSD. That's actually a 256 gig SSD. It's just a bunch of it is actually pulled apart and stored and tucked away for operating system needs. So it will show as 222 gigs or whatever it is, but it's actually 256 gigs. If you were to look up the actual specs from Lenovo's website. $100 refurbished, that's a pretty good deal, especially with an SSD drive in it. So, Joel, welcome to the stream. Here I said we were going to get some glass laid, but I've got kind of stuck in this podzol run. But I mean, it's not going to take us long to use up this podzol that we got here. So there was only like 5 shulker boxes worth. So next level. Next level. No, use the right tool for the job. Use the Silk Touch shovel so you get that podzol back. What? Inventory. We're out of podzol. We're out of podzol. Also had a bit of a run with injuries in 2019 and 2020. No more injuries. Nobody needs to get hurt. Don't do things that would cause you to get hurt. It's really coming together now. It's really starting to look like a wasteland. Okay, so I think we're done with podzol right now. We are going to go and get some green glass made. I believe I could fly. 2 dislocated fingers. That would hurt like heck. Smacked into a brick wall. Not on purpose. No, not on purpose to cause self-harm. So you smacked your hands into a wall and dislocated 2 fingers. That is hardcore. Ouch. Hardcore crazy. Ouch. Everybody reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. As we continue chipping away. I didn't bring cactus with me. Oh, I'm a tool. Iron can go into there. Let's go back and get some cactus now. I should bring those 2 cactus shulker boxes back and put them up beside the furnace, is what I should do. That would make complete sense. Shulker number 1. Shulker number 2. Do my best not to hit anything so I stay at a running pace. You know what? We'll just throw in a whole pile. We'll get all cooked up. We'll have all the green dye we're ever going to want. Why did that not come back all the way? I'm not sure if the collector's running. We'll find out here soon enough. Yep, it is. Alright, let's go get some glass. Racing Van said, no, while I was playing dodgeball, I failed to catch and made a fall backwards into that brick wall. See, a lot of the schools around here now, they won't even play dodgeball because it's too dangerous. Because kids are made of glass. I say, you know what? Let kids be kids. Not that one. We want this one. There we go. That is enough for what we need to do. That's a good start. Let's get the first batch made. Click. Click. Come on, smelt faster. Faster. Almost done. Almost done. We should check on the ink situation while we're waiting for those to cook up. It was absolutely abysmal yesterday. There is some squid here today, though. I guess that's a good thing. We must be standing close enough. Nope. Nope. There's one over there. So there's one piece of ink that's going to get picked up. We're doomed in the ink department. You know that? Absolutely doomed. You gotta get rid of the salmon. They're taking up spawn locations. And I'm helping these squids out a bit. Run away. You need to go down. Down, I tell you. Well, you could just do that too. Well, that one's going down. Perfect. And you? Down? Alright, all the ink fell through. Now we can wait for another fresh batch to respawn. Not the most conventional ink farm, but whatever. At least it guaranteed I got 8 more ink sacks out of that. And we only need like 800 more, so... How much is still left in this? Okay, it's empty. One more stack of these, please. Oh, I actually have the ink sacks on me. Let's just put them in here for right now. And craft out these. Like so. And then we'll pick these back up and throw them in the sorter. Alright, glass time. That's the glass time. We're doing that. Alrighty, back out to the wastelands. We could do a swan dive off of this. We got feather falling. We're good. It's all good. Oh, man. I just realized how much glass we're going through. That poured... Oh, you know what? I think I actually have at least a full double chest, if not 2 double chests of red sand that we could be turning into glass. So not at all worried about the glass situation right now. Come on. Re-put it back on my hotbar. Thank you. Come again. It's good that you're fine. If anything, you're not forgotten to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Yes. Racing Fan says, I'm not getting punched by Thanos. So you've hit the like button. No Thanos snap for you today then. They're the only ones that get to survive are the people that click like. So there's going to be like 7 people left in the world. Alright, where are we at? Terris, you still need to press the like button. Oh, it's at 8 now. 8. Hey, there's 8 viewers and 8 likes. That works. I can't press the like button until it actually gets switched over to a video at my end, because my viewer screen doesn't give me a like button to click on it. Actually, I don't think I've liked my own video, so if I did a Thanos snap, I'd be gone. Because I haven't liked my own. James Allen, welcome to the stream. I'm going to admit I got a little bit of a headache happening. It's just crazy weather now. Like, we've been, like, I think at one point it hit like plus 12 in my truck today. And considering that a week ago it was minus 40, that's 52 degrees Celsius difference in temperatures. It's ridiculous is what that is. Joel says, I'm Thanos. 12 degrees C outside. Yeah, it was nice today. We've had a Chinook blowing all week, so we get the warm winds coming up from the Columbia River Valley is where that ends up coming through. And then it just runs straight up the Rockies, straight into where we live here during the winter. Mr. Slender Gaming, hello mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday, or if it's not Wednesday for you, then a forget it. It's gone. Totally just a fantastic whatever day you're having is what I was attempting to say, but it certainly wasn't coming out that way. It was coming out in plain gibberish. All right, next row in. So we're going up to the ramp that we're working on, and then I'm going to start from the other way, like up to that spot where it starts to curve back up again. So it was 50 degrees Fahrenheit up there. Yeah, it was nice around here today. It was like I cruised around outside in a t-shirt, so it was okay. Or golf shirt. That's what I'm wearing, is a golf shirt, so casual business wear. Is the snow melting fast? The snow's actually melting pretty fast, but not this weekend coming up, but the next weekend we're supposed to get like a foot of snow, so it's not going to be a pleasant weekend that weekend. This weekend coming up here is going to be okay, but then the following it kind of turns to crap. What am I building? I'm building fog glass effect for the abyss in here of like a sludge ravine is what it is. As soon as I head over, like you'll be able to see it. It's that effect over there. So when you're standing looking down on it, it's like crazy amazing to look at. What are your thumbs down and the fact that the snow is melting? I don't mind if the snow melts, because I don't like driving in it. Or are you thumbs downing about the fact that we're supposed to get a foot of snow by next weekend? Not this weekend coming up, but the next one. I don't understand what your thumbs downing. Certainly not my video. That would be appalling. All right. I don't want to go too much further on that direction. I'll come back from the other way. But I'll show you what the fog glass effect looks like. As we dig our way out of this ravine. So you get a better look at it. Where was my way out of here? Here. It was here. Ignore the big biodome. It means nothing. But yeah, this is the effect that you get when you layer the glass like I'm doing. So it makes it look like it's like a bottomless pit of green sludge. And from the air, it is like totally amazing to look at. Good stream, bro. Well, Mr. Slender, I appreciate that. The biodome basically, like inside the biodome, it'll stay all green and lush and normal. And then outside the biodome is this wasteland that's out here. And there's bad monsters. Where's my bed? No monsters for me today. Not on my watch. Oh, Sweeney is here and the band hammer has arrived. Good day, Sweeney. How are you this fantastic Wednesday? Tall Terrace, welcome to the stream. He likes the emotes. Yeah, Joel has his moments where he kind of breaks out into spam for some reason. Yeah, let's fill in this way. Like I said, we were going to get green glass done today, and that's what we're doing, even though I spent like the first half hour laying podzol down. I'd like to have this ravine finished today. If we could make enough glass to make that happen, which I'm pretty sure we've We might haven't, like, okay, wow, okay, no, oh, wow. I just realized how much glass we've used and we've only done 2 of the 7 layers. Oop, that doesn't go there. Nope. No good, no good. And this is exactly why I stayed at this level to do this. So it's easy to climb in and out of here. Did you find your podzol? Yes, and I've been placing podzol all over the place already. I'll show you as soon as I use up these last 2 stacks of glass. I'll show you kind of where we got with the podzol. And I still haven't used it all yet. Zigzag, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Minecraft can be so repetitive sometimes. Oh, I'm out. I'm out of glass. That was a crazy amount of tree trapping. I bet you've got wood for days, though. You could probably fill the entire server with chests. Riddle, 3 men were on a boat. 2 got their hair wet, but 1 did not. How is that? 3 men were on a boat. 2 got their hair wet. 1 didn't have hair. That's actually a pretty good answer. I like that answer. That is a very good answer. So yeah, we got like all of this here, Sweeney. All done into the podzol now. All up over there. All this is done. All here is all done. Plus we got the layout for the next ravine, which is ridiculously large. All this is going to be ravined out to green glass all the way out here. So yeah, we got some work to do. Sweeney says I'm overstocked. Left load filled up 4 doubles with logs, 4 doubles with planks, and tossed the rest in a couple of other doubles. That is a lot of wood. You're gonna have to build yourself a wood shop to sell wood in. Mind you, I think there is already one in the Nomian shopping district, isn't there? So that was 24 stacks of glass to do 2 layers down there. 2 and a bit layers. That's a lot of glass. So what we'll do is we'll alternate a inventory of podzol and an inventory of glass. Keep this train a-rolling. Trying to get the work done. The workload just keeps building. Mike says, good news, Terris. My dad showed me some old pictures of my dog from 2 years ago, and his belly color is the exact same. He says it's probably seeing things because I spent a lot of time with my aunt's dog. Well, there you go. Nothing to worry about. Your dog is going to be totally fine. I have no clue what I want to do. More Crucibles on Destiny 2 or something else. I don't know. Build some crazy Minecraft build on the TerrisCraft server that nobody logs into right now. That I'm paying for. I haven't even logged into it. I gotta get that world. I gotta get that map backed up. Speaking of backups, I want to have a copy of that Nether. Because there's no point in me paying for a server that's not being used. So I can refire it back up once I get some members that are actually playing Java Edition. How did you come up with the idea for the Wasteland? Well, I built the big dome, like I wanted to build the big dome, and I needed the dome to, have to protect from something. So the Wasteland was just, hey, that's what we're going to do. Now, the Wasteland has gone through a couple of different variations. It was going to be red sand, and I didn't like, because the red sand actually comes out really orange. And somebody had mentioned that it kind of looked like Cheetos, so I didn't like the fact that the Wasteland was a great big cheese dip. So then I started toying around with the idea of either mycelium or podzol. And podzol seemed like it was going to be easier to create, so it kind of won out the... Podzol won because mycelium, passive mobs will spawn on mycelium, and I don't want passive mobs spawning out here. It's a wasteland. They're not, passive mobs shouldn't be allowed out here, but monsters, no problem. I have no problem with monsters spawning out here because it's supposed to be a dangerous place to be in. Terris, for how many minutes a day do you walk your dog? This afternoon I walked him for like 1.5 hours. Now he's exhausted and just lying on the floor. 1.5 hours, that's a pretty good hike for a dog, considering how many times he has to move his legs compared to how many times you got to use yours. I'll say, like, we've got a really big backyard. So my dog just goes out there and runs. So we actually don't walk him every day because he's got a yard that he could just like tear up, and we can run him for a while with the laser out there. And hey, I'm lazy too, so. Not to mention when the weather's so volatile like this, where it's like warm during the day and freezing at night, every sidewalk is a skating rink right now. So it's pretty much a death trap to try to go walking anywhere. You're bound and determined to fall and split something. Nope, that's not supposed to be there. How big is my backyard? Enough that the dog could do like full laps in it. It's not huge. Like, I don't live on an acreage or anything like that, but plenty big enough for a corgi cross dog to run around in and get completely exhausted. It's all 100% fenced too, so he'll go outside and he'll chill out there for hours. Baby zombie! Baby zombie! I was being attacked by Baby Yoda. I'm building my server spawn. My God, it's hard. It's actually, you just start building. Let the project build itself is what I find. That's what my Nether hub ended up turning into on my server. It's just, okay, I built one thing. Okay, that's great. Let's make it bigger. Let's expand it this way. Okay, that's great. Let's expand it a bit more. And then lo and behold, you got a huge build that just kind of took over. And I need to watch where this pit is here because I don't want to fall in it. Let's just border it up around it so I don't run back into it. When I let the project build itself, it turns into TNT. Okay, that's just your lack of creativity. One thing I've never really done is plan how I want to build a D. It's just, okay, what am I going to build next type thing. It's never really totally planned out. Which is why sometimes I could suffer from burnout on it because I'll run out of ideas instead of having a plan from start to finish on what it's going to look like. And then you end up walking away from a build that's like 80% done or 50% done and you've ran out of ideas of what needs to be done for it. As you know, I'm not creative. No, because it's in a city with docks and everything. There's nothing wrong with having spawn in a city. I think you have faith in yourself. You will do fine. I do find, though, that you need to have spawn open air. Or else you end up, sometimes your characters will spawn on the roof and it's kind of a pain in the rear end. Up. More podzol, please. It's like the perfect camouflage color this stuff is. Lockout says, when I build a project, I ignore the flaws. I could, oh my goodness. That would drive me absolutely bonkers if there was flaws. That would send me right over the deep end. Like my castle build on Gibcraft, when I was building the first tower and wall for the castle walls, and the one turret at the one end was one block too far. I tore down the whole wall and turret and moved it 1 block and rebuilt it again. I couldn't leave it like that. You know what? I'm gonna do this in order. Order, please. Order. So basically the turret, like there's one main tower at one end of the build, and then there was a huge wall in between it, and another tower, and then I started building like the inside of the wall, and it was out by 1 block where I ended up with like a double wide peak, and it needed to be a single wide peak. So I tore down the entire half of the inside of the wall, and tore down the complete tower, moved it 1 block, and rebuilt it all back up again, and then filled all that stuff back in. So it was 10,000 blocks of reworking, maybe even more than that. You've seen how big the Gibcraft build is, so that was a quadruple check every tower that went up after the fact when we continued that build. Oh, I like totally forgot a chunk over here. What am I doing? We still got a little bit on us. Let's just go 2 wide, and we'll see how far we get with 2. Don't believe in podzol laying around. That's not acceptable practices here. Okay, I got sick and tired of falling down and misplacing blocks. Quick reminder, everybody reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring the notification bell so you know when we are live. Pretty much a guarantee that it's going to be Sunday through Thursday. And usually always by 9:45 Mountain Time. Like tonight was a 9:45 start. And then I try to sneak in a weekend stream if it's going to work into the schedule. Might be able to do one this Friday. Pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do one on Saturday. I will not be around. Alright, seriously. Place the blocks properly. Thank you. Oh, we're out. No more pod cylinder inventory. Time to go do glass now. We'll have to bring out the dead bushes here pretty quick too and start randomly just placing those everywhere. Oh, it's night time again. It is. It's like... There we go. It's like practically dark. Apparently not dark enough. Not allowed to go to bed early in this game. Fine, be that way. And we're down. Now, how much glass did... you know what? We're going to take some red sand up. We're going to fire that into the furnace. Just feeling that I'm going to need more glass. You're still here? You're just working on Craftaway. That's the Bedrock server, right? Where you go? Now, I'm not entirely sure what I've got for glass left. I'm thinking probably not 24 stacks worth. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's not good. We've cleaned out our glass stash. And now we sit here and patiently wait for more glass. It won't take too long. We can kick back, enjoy the view. How much do we got in here? Actually, you know what? We could take these, move them into here, and then Sweeney can have this shulker box back because it's a Dunstan box. Dunstan boxes. However, so disappointed that he wasted black ink to dye them. Oh, that's another thing we could go check on is our, while we're waiting for those. Any more squiddlies in here? None. Not one. Zero. Zilch. Well, that kind of sucks. What did we get? 17 ink out of that? Because we had 5 that we loaded in earlier. That's kind of disappointing. What's going to hold up this project is the actual squid. Not getting enough black ink. I've got enough to make 4 stacks of black concrete. That's it. Wah, wah, wah. I guess while we're waiting for that to cook, we could grab it. That is so depressing. Racing Fan says, I'm out of here. Peace. Have yourself a good one. Thank you for chilling and hanging out. Sitting there going, wait a second. Why am I missing? Why was the black not showing up there? But it's because I also had green dye in my inventory. I should gather up a bunch of books too and use up some of this XP I'm living on. 63 levels. I should definitely turn that into a bunch of books before I lose it. Because you know I'm going to fall and die in something. It's just bound to happen. And to lose 63 levels, that's kind of intense. It's like 11 books. And it seemed like I was done there, but apparently not. I still had 15 in my offhand. Offhand, not crafting slot. A little slow on the uptake today. Alrighty. Finish. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Pick up any of the little bits and pieces that are left laying here. We are set for what little bit of black concrete I've got left. We should be good for glass now, though. That should all be cooked up. We're going to use this shulker box and we're going to unload some of this. I'm going to be using your shulker box for a little bit. Hope you don't mind. There we go. I'm sitting there going, how do I still have black concrete? But no, it's the shulker box. It's in my inventory. But Terris, my server, the city is going to be a medieval city that's being held in the past time with portals to other worlds. Oh, you're making like a full-on, like a hub, a server hub. So you're going to be connecting to other realms. Okay, I see what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So do like a Stonehenge type design. And between each one of the Stonehenge things, Kai does everything. Welcome to the stream. Between each of the stone hedges, those are your portals that take you to the other realms. So you can have like a big Stonehenge ring going around, and make that your spawn hub, and like make it like huge. All right, let's go get a couple more layers of glass done. And that's probably going to be it for tonight. So, Normal Gamer, welcome to the stream. Hey, can I join? This is a content creator server. You can get information about applying to join from the World of Solitude Discord, and I've just posted it in chat there for you. You do need to be a content creator to be able to play on this server. We've got a community of... How many is it now, Sweeney? It's like 16 builders? 18 to 12? It's better than 12, I think, but not quite 18. Somewhere in the middle there. Alright, back to placing more glass. Okay, that's our escape route, but it's not getting us onto the glass because it's all chewed up, so we're going to go this way. And this way. Ghost Glass 101. Layer glass, layer of air, layer glass, layer of air, done. You figured out how to do it. No! No! What am I doing? Aside from being a complete scrub. No, the portals are on the ships. Ah, okay. Well, it sounds like you've got it pretty figured out then. So what are you complaining about? How do you apply? Well, you first have to join the Discord, follow the rules on the Discord, and then there's different channels that you can get information on if you'd want to become a world. So you'll have to read like the different rules and stuff that are on there to be able to answer that question completely for you. And we need to go this one. And you're wondering why the stepped? It's because it's stepped there. So to keep the same pattern for each of the levels of this kind of waterfall effect, we got to have it stepped like that. And my build is just a small fraction of what's happening on this server. Adele Butterfly has got a bunch of builds going. Of course, Sweeney Dunstan has a bunch of builds going. Race Craftier has some builds going. Big Adley's building. MC Frankie. Jinja Ninja. Takir was back on a little bit this week, which was kind of a surprise to see him around, but he was around doing some things. Who else has been actively building? I don't know if Spiral's building anything right now. Grim Optimist. Fortis Gnome. I think I'm getting them bit by bit nailed down. There's actually a channel in that Discord that links to all the content creator stuff. Their social medias, their YouTube pages. I totally just filled in the area where I need to climb up out of. Alright, let's fill that back in. I need to be able to get back up there to be able to get to the next layer, so... Got to be careful where I'm placing blocks. And alley up. There we go. Now we can continue building. You go here. You go here. If you are a content creator and want to join the world of Solitude, we have an upcoming opening application coming late February. Usually we only add friends, but sometimes we open apps for any creators. Sweeney is like the boss of the server. It's his server, so he's the one that kind of steers the direction of new invitees. No! Must place all the glass. All the glass in the server will be built here. Actually, it's probably not that far off. Between what's on the dome and what's going to be in the lakes out here. That poor mining desert is just getting trashed. I hear what sounds like lava bubbling somewhere. I could have swore I heard lava in here. I guess not. Maybe they used lava sounds in the song that I'm listening to. All right, we'll leave that right there. We'll go start at this end, work our way back. Zombies. I hear the zombie. It's so satisfying placing this. It is like mesmerizing, soothing block placement. It's so peaceful it feels. Until you hear a zombie growling in the background. Yo, Salamander, we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So happy to see you come back. Reminds me, everybody, reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can be notified every time that we go live, which is usually Sunday through Thursdays with the occasional Friday or Saturday stream kind of mixed in there as well. So I try to at least get in 5 days a week for you guys. Consistent content, all things important in the growth of a YouTube channel. Consistency. That and having fun while you're doing it. And that's another layer done. We could put the step in. Like so. That's not where you go. And it's already looking freaking amazing, so. Have a sleep on some sludge. Now we got a little bit of the third layer done with the last full set of inventory we had. So we'll kind of see how we do on this one. See if we can get, you know, closer to getting this layer done. And then we'll be able to get the rest of it finished in tomorrow's stream. Leaving my pathways. Oh, that's it. We're out. No more glass. We're all empties. visually low, I would say things are looking on point. Not too shabby indeed. It's really starting to come together. What time we got? It's 11:30. What can we do here? I'm going to lay down this shulker box because it's got the black concrete in it. Kind of looks like it might be a podzol run. So let's go grab some more podzol. We'll wrap up with putting some more podzol out here. Making it more ugly looking. Well, let's pull from the one that's got partials in it. Here we go. Hello. Oh, we still got a pretty good haul. There's still 2 full shulker boxes of podzol, plus just about 2 full stacks. We're doing okay. I wouldn't say we're a quarter of the way done though. That's kind of a little bit on the depressing side. That we haven't reached the quarter mark. Maybe a 5th. Probably closer to a 6th. But certainly not that little sliver that we had from before. When I did the flyby there, not yesterday, but the day before. It seemed like we had put in so much work and there was, I mean, it looked really good, but man, it sure was not what I expected to see from the air of how much we had got accomplished. Mind you, it does give you a scope of just how big the overall project is, so. Nope, 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 nope. Don't be wasting podzol. Do not double stack it. Sweetie says, who knows how to spawn bees in vanilla survival Minecraft? I do, because I watched your amazing tutorial video on how to do it, which is located on Sweetie Dunstan's channel. It is fantastic. His bee knowledge is off the charts. I recommend every one of you to check out his bee tutorials for 1.15 whatever the heck version .15 is right now. How's that for a shameless plug? And you can gain access to his channel, the links to his channel available on the Discord for World of Solitude, where you will find all of the channels for the fellow Solidians, working hard to bring you content every week. I think the majority of the wise, though, I think I'm probably, like, I do 100% streams is what I do. I think just about everybody else is making videos. I know that Fortis Gnome does streaming on Twitch. Sweeney will stream every once in a while, right? Sweeney, you don't stream a lot. Adele will stream on occasion, or does she? I'm trying to think now. Who did I pop in and watch? Maybe it wasn't Adele. I can't remember now. No, why? Stop placing blocks wrong, dang it. You make it take too long. There's something so satisfying about placing the blocks correctly. Like if you can do like a continuous run of block placements without screwing it up, it is very soothing. I'm nearly asleep though. It's like the eyes are getting heavier and heavier as I'm placing the blocks. Next row, how are we doing? Oh, well, we still got a fair amount of podzol in there. We're actually going to finish off this whole corner, I think. What do you know? Except for when I screw up like that. I'm debating trying out some Minecraft ASMR videos. Yeah, creeper noises just over and over and over again in everybody's ears. That's not torturous at all, is it? Because that really will stand the hair up on the back of your neck. Hearing that hiss come from behind you. That's not a good day. No monsters on my watch. I am a little disappointed in the production of my squid farm, but now that I notice that Ray's Craftier's on, his mob grinder that he's got set up is like a massive entity spawn, which will take down the whole server's entity count. Which would be why my squids are being silly like they are. That, and when I'm working over in this corner here, I'm probably too far from the squid farm. When I'm working like right around the outside of the dome, it seems to be its best spawn rates when I'm kind of at that distance. If I'm too close... Oh, no, that was silly. I just busted that and turned it into dirt. Why? Why did I do that? I'm going to try AFKing again tonight. I'm going to go throw myself downstairs in my squid farm, see what happens. That's the only way I'm going to get it, is I just got to stay AFK. Because, like, right now, I don't have near enough black ink. I wouldn't be able to get any of the next phase of this. I can get it all dug out, but I won't be able to get the black concrete in. I won't have enough for it. Oh, this is so relaxing. So perfectly relaxing. The friendly mob spawn and hostile mob spawn work separately. If Grim is AFK, he's likely at the Guardian farm. That would stop you. It does not show AFK right now, but it's hard to say. But whenever he is on AFK, I don't get any ink. What did we get? 17 pieces tonight of ink? That's a sad state of affairs, that is. No! Why do I keep doing that? Now I'm getting out of the rhythm of smooth block placements. Like that. That was a tragedy. It's funny though, like earlier, how many squid were just chilling out in the squid farm, and then it like totally dried up. Pun intended. You know what you need to do, Sweeney, is crank up the entity count on the server. Like double the number for it so we can have more entities. That won't generate lag. Honest, wink wink, nudge nudge. Because then it would also double the pillagers, or the little raiding parties, or the scout parties, whatever they are. Little pillager patrols. However, if you have a squid spawnable area within 128 blocks-ish, it would decrease your spawn rates. You would have to fill any ponds with rivers within that range. I went 10 chunks in every direction and removed all water sources in every direction from my squid farm. Over 10 chunks. I think it was probably closer to 11 chunks I went. So right now, because I'm out here, obviously this area here is going to be spawning squid because I'm standing right here with it. So where my squid farm won't be. Which is why I need to be standing closer to where I'm should be working. But you know what? Looking into that river there, there's no squid spawning there either. So and it has to be a river or ocean biome for squid spawns. I might try DMing you tomorrow after stream. It's usually like me finish editing video, peace out, gone to bed. And by edit, put it in a playlist and put the closed caption on there. I don't have enough podzol to finish off this little strip. I thought we were going to be able to do it with the one inventory load here, but I think we're going to be a little bit short. This is the last stack. We're going to be like 16 short. Oh, probably more than, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45. So not quite a stack short. I'm actually going to run and grab that stack and fill that in because that's, yeah, this whole side then from here all the way up is taken care of if we finish that. I kind of have to finish that. I can't leave that. That'll drive me crazy if I don't finish that tonight. I'm going to have to go back and get just an inventory of dead bushes. One full inventory of dead bushes. I was hoping maybe I had some podzol kicking around in here, but... More. We gotta go to the other chests. And lo and behold, it's nighttime again. Blue Rose, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't notice you popped in there. We're going after that last little bit. That's it. And then I'll make up a full inventory of glass tonight. Well, not a full inventory, but another 24 stacks or something. There. Now this whole section over here is all filled in. And then I'll decide whether or not these areas where there's a little bit of stone showing, whether or not I'll go through the effort and trim them out. I think a little bit of stone showing every once in a while is a little bit more realistic than none showing at all. But it definitely has that kind of duned appearance to it now, doesn't it? We'll go up onto this high point over here and look back. I see the potential there for another... There's going to be a pond in that hillside there, and I might try to figure out how I can hide some lighting in it. And then a river that kind of cuts down through here. So we might have to modify this section a little bit. Kind of build it up on this side and make a trickling river that flows down into this basin. There's some stone block that needs to be replaced there, but once we'll get the floor in first, or all the glass in. And then we need to finish that pond, and then there's another pond up here that we got to do. So I'm thinking anywhere where there's this kind of overhang, I might look at trying to do some hidden lighting in there. Even if it's just like a glowstone tucked up in the ceiling or some lamps tucked up into the ceiling. Just to get the lighting effect we want. I could see like having those caves glow a bit will give it a certain appeal at night to look at. Wait for spectator. Waiting. Waiting. We're going to get another flyby. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Waiting, waiting. I think I need to trim this out here. It's too aggressive, this little corner. I'll have to fix that. That needs to be fixed. Dunstan Cam has joined the game. And incoming. Oh, did you see those guys spawn right there, right in front of us? Tricky little buggers. They just spawned right out in the open, right there. Oh, look at that. It's so amazing. Oh. Just think when we get that next, when we get the rest of the glass in there. And oh my God, this looks so good. And I totally missed a chunk over here. What was I thinking? There's a whole spot right here where I missed putting Podzol down. Like, just completely ignored this. Wait. Is that... How is that a perfect square missing? Is that a chunk error? Because that is a perfect square missing a Podzol there. There's no way I missed that. There's no way I missed a perfect square. You're just a floating head. A see-through floating head. That is creepy, man. Does this... Is it missing for you? Because it's definitely missing. Like, there's no way I missed putting Podzol there. In a perfect square. That's bizarre. But I mean, look at the way this is laid out here for the next part of the trench. It looks so amazing. Yes, it's missing. It's weird, but it's your fault. It's my fault. I can't see how I'm missing. There must have been like a lag spike or something while I was doing like strips back and forth. I don't know. I'm going to go back and rewatch this video tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can see where I managed to perfectly miss that. I tell ya, that's a difference out here now than what it was. That is some significant change. You can see a little bit of spawn over there. I think once we get these other little small ponds done, then it'll just add that much more to it. So it is looking so good. It is exactly what I envisioned in my mind that this needed to look like. It is exactly what I wanted. Oh, we only have all this left to do. Take a moment and just let that fill your mind of how much is here that needs to be done. Sweeney says, I do feel like you could take the Wasteland out further later after you get the blocked off parts done. Yeah, like I want to get like all of this done and then get some stuff built on the inside and then build my Spawn City idea over to it from Isolation City. Kind of get that happening and then start looking at expanding out the Wasteland. Because there is still tons of room out here to do the Wasteland things. Like bring it right up to... was that Racecraftier's place? Whichever place is the one just to that side of me right there. Because I don't think there's... I think that's... Other than Isolation City and that build there, I don't think there's anybody else that's close to me at all. Like, I'll just do a quick swing out this way. But it's looking pretty clear. This river system over here is actually really nice. So I need to figure out what the corner-to-corner thing is and then just build a bigger circle all the way around the outside edge and make that the full Wasteland so it's more like an entire crater, but baby steps. We'll see how much of it we want to expand out. See, it's even more ominous looking than the swamp does. Man, this is a really nice area to build over here too. Where this is all set up into these hillsides. If you had like a tiered castle that you wanted to build and have it all built into the side of the mountain. Here my mind's like thinking of other build ideas and I haven't even... Man, that looks intense. Look how intense that is. Okay, there's definitely some lights here. Oh, okay, I know what this is. This is the... yeah. That was that little dining area that ended the scavenger hunt thing. Oh, we're going to get a good night view of this now. grab a few more screenshots in. And then, of course, it does get pretty close to Isolation City here. Because, I mean, there's your border for Isolation City around here. Oh, no! Racecrafter, no! I wanted to get some night shots. Oh, well. Feel free to build the Wasteland over the Dragon's Lair. Yeah, if I want to expand out that far. Man, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to push that far. We could definitely expand out to like the water's edge here, I think. Leave the upper tier for Isolation City, but build the Wasteland up to the base of the mountain type thing. And we could come right out to the wall of this. Have some slime climbing up the side of the walls. And then we're back into swamp over here, so could really, yeah, extend this section right out to the swamp. But that's it for, like, builds. Like, there's not a lot of huge builds around me, so. I also border the Nomian Empire. Where's the Nomian Empire? Like, that's the... Oh, so is this... That's obviously somebody's grinder, I'm thinking, over there. To have an AFK point way up there like that? Either that or somebody's been spying on my... Oh, there's the Nomian Empire. Is this a I'm spying on the dome to see what's happening location? Get a pretty good view of the dome and the scope of how big it is from here. Oh, mind you, you know what? You think of the size of this build right here. That's not too much different than the dome size. You have no knowledge of this one. It's certainly an AFK point. I don't want to spoil it in case it's somebody's video that's coming out, so I'm gonna fly away. I don't want to put spoilers out there. Wreck anybody's videos. Alrighty, I'm back on land again. If you want to shut off the spectator mode so that I'm ready to go for next time. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you, Sweeney, for putting me on to spectator mode so we could get another flyby of the build, grabbed another couple more screenshots of everything. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. Share this video with all of your friends and family and wherever you possibly can. Let's try to get more people. We need to get more people coming here and seeing this because it's amazing. The build is freaking amazing. I think everybody that enjoys Minecraft, I think, would appreciate the work that's going into this. So thank you guys for watching. We will catch you later.